Hello and welcome to my goat shed life. Okay, so it's been sort of an eventful week trying to get this done, trying to get that done. I'm going to meet with a nurse, and my mom will stay in the nursing home, but I'm going to have hospice come in, which is going to bring to her a higher level of care. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later. This is the state of Texas form for out of hospital do not resuscitate order. She's really kind of been going downhill, and so I went ahead and I've signed this, and gonna put that in and got it witnessed, duly witnessed. I'll put that in force. I'm gonna take it to the hospital. When somebody's heart stops, it can be a violent activity that gets that heart started again. Chest compressions that can break ribs, or I'm sure those paddles are not much fun. The defibrillator or whatever, and the electrical charge. So, and if her heart were to stop and they brought her back, she would still be in the state that she's in now. She's really kind of gone downhill in the past couple of weeks. She's not eating very good. And so anyway, I will gonna go meet with the nurse, the hospice nurse, and I will talk a little bit more about this later. Okay. Hi. So I went and met with the hospice nurse and signed my mom up for hospice. And I first of all, the reason that I'm making these videos about this is not to elicit sympathy in any way, shape, or form. Really, what it boils down to is it's for informational purposes, in that we need to think about these things. I can't stress the importance of thinking about these things enough ahead of time. It's been this past week, I was gone to New Orleans the weekend before Mother's Day. I did not see my mother. I had seen her the week before that, and when I got back and went for Mother's Day, she did not want to get out of bed. She did not want to go and eat. She did not have her teeth in. I saw her on Monday again, and she was pretty much in the same shape. She had felt nauseated. They've been giving her a wet wash rag when she's nauseated, and she's rubbed several places on her face raw. She's fidgeting. Anyway, I finally was able to meet with the doctor on Tuesday morning, and we talked about these things, and we talked about that she really believes that the nausea that she's having is as a result of kidney stones. I don't know if I believe that or not. In the interim, they had her on a medication that is contained in an Exelon patch, and it starts with an R, and I have not practiced or tried to pronounce it. But anyway, they had her on that medication. They took her off the patch and put her on it, taking it orally. And I really think that I had looked that up. I know Google, it can get us in trouble, and then we just think we know everything, and we don't. But I really, one of the side effects of the oral medication was nausea. So I'm like, hey, I have an idea. Why don't we take her off of that? Because it really didn't seem to be helping with the dementia very much at all. And she's lost a lot of weight. And I had seen her Sunday, and then Monday, and then Tuesday, and there was absolutely no improvement whatsoever. And I had gone by there briefly yesterday. She still didn't have her teeth in. She didn't seem to have any interest in eating whatsoever. And so I went today and met the nurse, and there she was sitting on the side of her bed eating. And I'm like, man, maybe I jumped the gun with all of this. Now, a lot of times when we think about hospice care, I know that people go, oh, hospice care, that means they're going to die soon. That's not necessarily the case. Hospice is about keeping people comfortable and it's a higher level of care. She will have a certified nurse's aide that comes by and checks on her 5 days a week. She will have a regular nurse come by and check on her at least 2 days a week unless she's got some kind of issues. And the chaplain will come by and check on her once a week. So it's more people paying attention to what's going on and communicating with each other, communicating with the staff at the nursing home. And I'm not slamming that nursing home staff at all. They have been fantastic, absolutely wonderful. Um, I love them, and it really seems to be a very good facility and a good place. Anyway, but they also have, hallways filled with people and lots to do, and I'm sure that those people have to do a lot of charting as well. This will just give more hands and eyes on my mom, and hopefully she's lost quite a bit of weight, and so hopefully they will be able to help encourage her to have snacks and eat and get stronger again, and people can go right off of hospice. It is not it's not AT&T, it's not DirecTV, it's not Dish. You don't sign a contract. You can cancel at any time. So if something were to happen where it seemed like she really needed some surgery, I could just say, okay, we're done with hospice. Let's get her to the hospital and see what needs to be done. But right now, I don't think that she would do very well if she went through surgery. But anyway, the point in all of this is this. And I have basically waited for that doctor to do stuff all week long. I tried to meet with her on Monday, and I ended up having to go back on Tuesday. And, it was like as if my time wasn't really all that important. And then I said, okay, let's go move forward with the hospice care. And it took a couple of days before we finally got her signature on the order. I got a little irritated with that. Older than she is, I know, and it's like, I don't have as much time to wait as you do. But anyway, not that I dislike her either. I just, you get into this thing and it's like, let's do this, and and then it's hurry up and wait. So, and I don't wait well anyway. I'm not very patient when it comes to waiting, and especially when it's something that I find that is very important and already a decision that was kind of difficult for me to make. Because if her heart stops and she's in hospice care and we have put the DNR in place, they're not going to bring her back. That's just the way that is. And I look to the left of me, I look to the right of me, and I see that there's not anybody there standing beside me in helping me to make these decisions. And it's left up to me, and I have to do the very best that I can do with what I have to do it with. Which is, first of all, signing somebody up for hospice, you can get services, and that doesn't necessarily mean that death is imminent. Sometimes it does mean that. Sometimes, that person is very, very close to passing away when they go on hospice care. Anyway, so that's what we've been doing. That's what we've got. That's what we're doing. And I'm doing this really, I swear, not for some type of sympathy, but really just to provide you with some information about how this process can go. And then, I was staunchly against a do not resuscitate order. And in a matter of 2 weeks, she turned around. Not that she can't turn back around, because she sure can. I've seen her do it before. But she just really turned around and went downhill and was looking pretty pitiful. So, this is where we're at. This is what we're doing. I'm just really how important it is to understand that your people who love you need to know what it is that you want at the end of days, and how you want things to be done and things to be treated. And that needs to be done before. It would be good to have that done before you reach that point where you can't make those decisions for yourself. So anyway, this is what I'm doing in lieu of Funny Friday. So maybe next week I can return to Funny Friday and promise no more fuzzy noses. Anyway, y'all have a great day, and let your people know what it is you want when it comes to the end. People don't like to think about that. They don't like to think about dying. But 10 out of 10 of us are going to do it. And so you really need to think about how you want that to look when the time comes. Okay, thanks. Bye.